that occur at the interface of two phases, including solid-liquid interfaces, solid-gas interfaces, solid vacuum interfaces, and liquid-gas interfaces. Next. Noticeable phenomena of surface chemistry are crystallization, corrosion, dissolution, heterogeneous catalysis, and electrode processes. Next. Features of surface chemistry are adsorption, catalysis, colloids, and emulsions. Next. Now we are going to present on adsorption. Adsorption. It is the accumulation of molecular species at the surface rather than in the bulk of a solid or liquid is termed adsorption. The molecular species or substance which concentrates or accumulates at the surface is termed as adsorbate, and the material on which the surface of which the adsorption takes place is called adsorbate. Next. Adsorption. In chemistry, adsorption is a physical or chemical phenomena or a process in which atoms, molecules, or ions enter some bulk phase, liquid or solid material. In it, molecules undergoing adsorption are taken up by the volume, not by the surface. Desorption is a phenomena whereby a substance is released from or through a surface. Occurs in a system being in the state of sorption equilibrium between bulk phase and an absorbing surface, whereas sorption is a physical and chemical process by which one substance becomes attached to another, or where both the processes can be seen occurring side by side. Types of absorption are on the basis of interaction forces between adsorbate or adsorbent. Adsorption is of two types. Physical adsorption. This type of adsorption is also known as physiorption. It is due to weak van der Waals forces between adsorbate and adsorbent. Chemical absorption. This type of adsorption is also known as chemisorption. It is due to strong chemical forces of bonding type between adsorbate and adsorbent. We can take the example of involving the formation of iron nitride on the surface when iron is heated in N2 gas at 623 K. Next. Adsorption isotherm. Adsorption isotherm are the graphs which describe the interaction of adsorbents with adsorbates with adsorbents. That is the amount of adsorbate on the adsorbent as a function of its pressure or concentration at constant temperature. Adsorption isotherm provides much more details about adsorption process. Next. Freundlich adsorption isotherm. It gives the relation between magnitude of adsorption x by m and pressure of a constant temperature. It can be expressed as x by m is equals to k into p raised to the power 1 by n, where x is the amount of gas absorbed by n grams of adsorbent at a pressure p, where n K and N are constants. Taking logarithm of equation 1, log x by m is equals to log k plus 1 by n log p. To test the validity of Freundlich isotherm, we can plot the x by m graph on x-axis and log p on the x-axis. If the plot shows a straight line, then the Freundlich isotherm is valid. Otherwise, it is not. The slope of the straight line gives the value of 1 by n, while the intercept on the y-axis gives the value of log k. Next. Some of the applications of adsorption are air pollution mask. These consist of silica gel or activated charcoal powder. When dust or smoke are paused, then those particles get adsorbed on the surface of these materials. Separation of noble gases by Dewars-Flass process. A mixture of noble gas of any argon, krypton is passed through Dewars-Flass in presence of heated coconut charcoal. Argon and krypton gets adsorbed, leaving neon. Purification of water. By the addition of alum stone to the water, impurities get adsorbed on the alum and water gets purified. Removal of moisture and humidity. Moisture is the air which is removed by placing silica gel on which water molecules gets adsorbed. Adsorption chromatography. It is used to separate pigments and hormones. Next. Now we are gonna present on catalysis. What is catalyst and its types? Catalysts are defined as those substances which alter the rate of reaction by changing the path of reaction. Most of the time, a catalyst is used to speed up or increase the rate of the reaction. Catalysts tend to react with reactants to form intermediates and at the same time facilitate and the production of the final reaction product. After the whole process, a catalyst can regenerate. On the basis of nature and the physical state of substance employed in the chemical reaction, catalysis is of two types, homogeneous catalysis and heterogeneous catalysis. Next. Characteristics of catalysis reaction. The catalyst remain unchanged in mass and chemical composition at the end of the reaction. A small quantity of the catalyst is generally sufficient to catalyze almost unlimited reactions. The catalyst does not change the equilibrium constant, but the equilibrium approaches earlier. Specificity of catalyst. The catalyst is specific in nature. It means by the change of catalyst, nature of the product changes or a specific catalyst for a specific reaction. The catalyst cannot make impossible reaction to occur. It does not initiate a reaction. The catalyst exhibits maximum of particular temperature, which is known as optimum temperature. Next. What is catalytic promoter? Substances which themselves are not catalysts, but when mixed in small quantities with the catalyst, increase their efficiency are called as promoters or activators. For example, in the Haber's process for the synthesis of ammonia, traces of as a substance, the activity of the catalyst they present are known as catalytic For example, the platinum catalyst used in the oxide hydrogen is by carbon monoxide. Shape-selective catalysis, a catalytic reaction which depends upon the pore structure of the catalyst and on the size of the reactant and the product molecules is called shape-selective catalysis. For example, this is zeolites is a shape-selective catalysis. The pore size present in the zeolites ranges from 260 to 740 ppm. Zeolites act as a shape-selective catalyst either by transition state selectivity or excluding competing reactions based on their molecular size. When some of the reactant molecules are too large to diffuse into the zeolite pores, it is reactant shape selectivity. Next. Colloids. What is colloidal solution? A colloid is a mixture in which one substance of dispersed insoluble particle is suspended throughout another substance. Colloid solution refers to the overall mixture. The phase that is came or present in the form of particles is called dispersed phase. The medium in which the colloidal particles are dispersed is called dispersion medium. Crystalloids are aqueous solutions of mineral salts or other water-soluble molecules. Colloids contain large insoluble molecules such as gelatin. Blood itself is a colloid. There is no evidence that colloids are better than crystalloids in those who have trauma, burns, or surgery. Next. Here are some common examples of surfactants. Soaps, free fatty acid salts, fatty acid sulfonates, the most common of which is sodium lauryl sulfate or SLS. Ethylated compounds such as ethylated propylene glycerol, lecithin, polygluconates, basically a glorified name for short chain starches. Now, my friend Kanishka would be presenting the further presentation.
Micelle is a loosely bounded aggregation of several tens or hundred atoms, ions, or molecules forming a colloidal particle. Micelles are formed by self-assembly of amphiphilic molecules. The structure contains hydrophilic polar region known as heads and hydrophobic nonpolar regions known as tails. They are formed in aqueous solution whereby the polar region faces the outside surface of them and the nonpolar region forms the core. Methods of preparation of colloids. Lyophilic colloids are colloids where the particles have a strong affinity for the liquid in it is dispersed in. This makes these types of colloids very stable and easy to prepare. Typically, they can be prepared simply by mixing the particles with the liquid, sometimes with the addition of heat. Lyophobic colloids are solutions which can be prepared by various methods, dispersion method or aggregation method. Dispersion method. In this type of preparation method, the larger particles are broken down into particles of the range of colloidal particle size. Some of the dispersion methods are mechanical dispersion. In this method, solid and the liquid dispersion medium are poured into the chemical mile to form a colloidal solution. Breeding's arc method, known as electrodispersion. Hydrosols of metals, example platinum, silver, or gold, are prepared by this method. The metal electrodes are kept at the two sides of the arcs, which are enclosed by deionized water. The excess of heat provided by the spark vaporizes some traces of the metals, and water gets condensed by vapor. Some amount of KOH is added to the water as stabilizing agent. Peptization. In peptization method, some electrolytes are added to form a colloidal solution from a freshly prepared precipitate. Example, ferric chloride is added to a freshly prepared precipitate of ferric hydroxide, which converts it into a colloidal solution of reddish brown color. Aggregation method. In this method, small particles are aggregated to form colloidal sized particles. Double decomposition. Example, areneous oxide is mixed with hydrogen sulfide to form areneous sulfide solution. The excess amount of hydrogen sulfide is removed by passing stream of hydrogen. Air, arsenic oxide plus 3 molecules of hydrogen sulfide gives arsenic sulfide solution and 3 molecules of H2O. Reduction. Example, noble gases are reacted with the organic reducing agents like ethanol, tannic acid, formaldehyde to form their respective solutions. AgNO3 plus tannic acids gives Ag solution. Oxidation. When hydrogen sulfide is passes through a solution of sulfur dioxide, it forms a sulfur solution. Example, two molecules of hydrogen sulfide plus H2 gives 2 molecules of H2O plus 3 molecules of sulfur. Purification of colloidal solution. The colloidal solution is the solution that has the particle size ranging from true solutions and suspension. The range of the diameter of the dispersed particle is from 10 angstrom to 2000 angstrom. Some of the methods of purification of a colloidal solution are stated below. Dialysis, electrodialysis, ultrafiltration, electrodecantation. Dialysis. Dialysis. This process in which the ions are removed from the solution by the phenomena of dispersion through a permeable membrane is known as dialysis. In this process, a solution consisting of ions or molecules is filled in the permeable membrane bag dipped in the water. The ion from the solution diffuses through the permeable membrane. Because of the continuous flow of water, the concentration of electrolyte outside the membrane is neutralized. For example, ferric hydroxide solution is purified by using this method. Electrodialysis. In this process, dialysis of colloidal solution is carried under the effect of electric field. Some potential is applied between the metal screens that supports the membrane due to this potential. The speed of the ions moving in the direction of opposite electrodes is increased. Thus, the rate of dialysis is increased. This method is not useful for non-electrolyte impurities like urea, etc. Ultrafiltration. If it is made with colloidal or some regenerated cellulose, cell phones, the size of the pores is decreased. This modified form of filter paper is known as ultrafilter. This process in which particles of the solutions are removed out from the liquid medium by electrolysis and using this ultrafiltration is known as ultrafiltration. It is a slow process. To speed up the process, some external gas pressure has to be applied. Electrodecantation. Electrodecantation is a process for the separation of mixtures of immiscible liquids or of a liquid or and a solution mixture such as suspension. The layer closer to the top of the container, the less dense of the two liquids, or liquids from which the precipitation or sedimentation has settled out, is poured off, leaving the other component or the more dense liquid of the mixture behind. An incomplete separation is witnessed during the separation of two immiscible liquids. Properties of colloidal solution. Physical properties, colloidal properties, optical properties, electrical properties. Physical properties. Stability of physical properties. Colloidal are reactives. Colloidals are relatively stable in nature. The particles of the dispersion phase are in a state of continuous motion and remain suspended in the solution. Filterability. Colloids are required specialized filters known as ultrafilters for filtration. They readily pass through the ordinary filter paper without yielding any residue. Heterogeneous nature. Since colloids consist of two phases, the dispersed phase as well as the dispersion medium, they are also known as heterogeneous in nature. Homogeneous appearance. Even though colloids have suspended particles and are heterogeneous in nature, they appear if it is a homogeneous solution. This is because the suspended particles are so tiny that they are not visible by the naked eye. Colligative properties. Relatively lowering of vapor pressure. The vapor pressure of a liquid is the pressure of vapor which is in equilibrium with that liquid. Dispersion, depression of freezing point. The freezing point of a pure solvent is lowered by the addition of a solute, which is insoluble in the solid solvent. And the measurement of this difference is called cryoscopy. Osmotic pressure. The osmotic pressure of a solution is the difference in pressure between the solution and the pure liquid solvent when the two are in equilibrium across a semi-permeable membrane, which allows the passage of solvent molecules but not of solvent particles. If the two phases are at the same initial pressure, there is a net transfer of solvent across the membrane into the solution known as osmosis. Optical properties. Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect is described as a phenomena in which light is scattered by the colloidal particle. The light is being absorbed by the particles present in the solution. Once the light is being absorbed, a part of the light gets scattered in all directions. The result of scattering exhibits this effect. The illuminated path of beam is called Tyndall effect cone. The phenomena is observed when a beam of light is projected in a cinema hall and it becomes visible due to scattering by colloidal dust particles. Tyndall effect is observed only when following properties are satisfied. First, the diameter of the dispersion particle is not much smaller as compared to wavelength of light used. Two, second, there should be a large difference in refractive indices or dispersed phase and dispersed medium. Fourth, electrical properties. Electrical double layer theory. In this theory, charge is imparted to the particle by placing ions which are absorbed preferentially at immovable points, which for the first layer. The second layer consists of diffused mobile ions. The charge present on both layers is equal. This two-layer arrangement leads to development of potential called zeta or electrokinetic potential. As a result of this potential developed across the particle under the influence of electric field, these particles move. Electrophoresis. It is a process in which an electrical field is being applied to a colloidal solution, which is responsible for the movement of colloidal particles. Depending upon the accumulation near the electrodes, The charge of the particles can be predicted. The charge of the particle is positive if the particle gets collected near a negative electrode, and vice versa. Electroosmosis. It is a process in which dispersing medium of the colored solution is brought under the influence of electric field and the particles are arrested. Coagulation or precipitation. The phenomena of the precipitation of a colloidal solution by the addition of excess of an electrolyte is called coagulation or flocculation or precipitation. This reduces the charge on the particles and ultimately they settle down to form precipitate. The number of millimolecules of electrolyte required to bring about the coagulation of 1 liter of colloidal solution is called its coagulation or flocculation value. Hardy-Schill's rule. It has been observed that the greater the valency of the flocculating ion added, the greater is its power to cause precipitation. This is known as Hardy-Schill's rule. In this coagulation of a negative solution, the flocculation power is in the order aluminium 3 plus ion is greater than barium 2 plus ion is greater than sodium plus ion. In the coagulation of a positive solution, the flocculation power is in the order FeCN whole 6 ion plus ion is greater than PO4 3 minus ion is greater than SO4 2 minus ion is greater than chlorine minus 1 ion. The minimum concentration of an electrolyte in millimoles per liter required to cause precipitation of a solution in 2 hours is called coagulating value. The smaller the quantity needed, the higher will be coagulation power of an ion. Emulsions. What are emulsions and its types? Emulsion is a mixture of two or more liquids in which one is present as a droplet of microscopic or ultramicroscopic size distributed throughout the other. Example, vinaigrettes, homolyzed milk, etc. Emulsions can be classified on the basis of properties of the dispersed phase and the dispersed medium. First, oil and water. In this type of emulsion, the oil will be dispersed phase and the water will be dispersion medium. The best example for oil-water emulsion is milk. In milk, the fat globules, which act as the dispersed phase, are suspended in water, which acts as the dispersion medium. Second, water in oil. In this type, water will be dispersed phase and oil will be dispersed medium. Margarine, a spread used for flavoring or baking and working, is an example of water in oil emulsion. Properties of emulsion. Emulsion contain both a continuous and dispersed with the boundary coming between the phases that are called interphase. Emulsions have a cloudy appearance due to many phase interface scattering light passing through the emulsion. Emulsion appear in white color when the light is dispersed in equal portions. If the emulsion is dilute, then higher frequency and lower wavelength type of light will be scattered in more directions, and this kind of emulsion will appear in blue color. This is also referred as Tyndall effect. Identification of emulsions. First, dilution test. In this test, the emulsion is diluted either with oil or water. If the emulsion is oil-water type and it is diluted with water, it will remain stable as the water dispersion medium. But if it is diluted with oil, the emulsion will break as oil and water and are not miscible with each other. Oil in water emulsions can be easily diluted with an aqueous solvent, whereas water in oil emulsion can be diluted with an oily liquid. Second, conductivity test. The basic principle of this test is that water is a good conductor of electricity. Therefore, in case of oil-water emulsion, this test will be a positive as far as water is external phase. In this test, an assembly is used in which a pair of electrodes connected to an electric bulb is dipped into an emulsion. If the emulsion is oil-water type, the electric bulb. Dye solubility test. In this test, an emulsion is mixed with the water dye, amarnath, and observed under the microscope. If, is, if the continuous phase appears red, it means that the emulsion is oil-water type, as water is in external phase and the dye will be dissolved in it to give color. If the scattered globules appears red and continuous phase colorless, then it is water-oil type emulsion. Similarly, if an oil-soluble dye, scattered Red Sea or Sudan third, is added to an emulsion and the continuous phase appears red, then it is water oil emulsion. Applications of emulsion. In the metallurgical process, the concentration of ore by forced flotation process is based upon the treatment of powdered ore with oil emulsion.
कनिष्का एंड खुशी बेटा आई एम सॉरी बट आपने वो नोट्स पढ़े थे क्या कितना देर का पीपीटी था
Yes, ma'am.
कितनी देर का था
Ma'am, 15 minutes maximum.
अभी तुम्हारा कितना हो रहा है
मैम बस थोड़ा
This is
सा
the last one. This is the last bit.
बच्चों जल्दी करो चलो करो करो क्वेश्चंस का भी तुमने बड़ा टाइम ही नहीं दिया अब वो क्वेश्चंस क्या पूछेंगे हमारे बच्चे हैं
कल आ जाएंगे हम क्वेश्चन.
लेकिन क्वेश्चंस कल 5 मिनट दूंगी क्वेश्चंस के लिए
Okay,
मार्क्स
Okay, ma'am.
अभी दूंगी मैं मार्क्स आई विल गिव यू देन ओनली चलो
In the metallurgical process, the concentration of ore by forced flotation process is based upon the treatment of powdered ore with oil emulsion. Alphast emulsified in water is used for building roads with the necessity of melting the alphast. Milk, which is an important constituent of our diet, is an emulsion of liquid fat in water. Several oily drugs are prepared in the form of emulsions. The cleansing action of ordinary soap for washing clothes, crockery, etc. is based upon the formation of oil in water emulsion. The digestion of fats in the intestine takes place by the process of emulsification. A small amount of the fat reacts with the alkaline solution present in the intestine to form solid sodium soap. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.